And for Snow Canyon, Kelly Howard, she's signed up there in Montana. She's a next-level kid. Olivia Hamlin going to Nebraska. Joey Jensen comes from a great basketball family. Fanua is going to get the star along with Andrews inside. So Fisher Andrews, that's the Findlay Superstar watch for me. Look at some other matchups. Yes, they're going to be important, but I love that battle in the low block for this one, Caden. And, I think, the three-point shot's going to be important today. And then transition flash break points. If Snow Canyon gets out and run, that's going to be dangerous for Skyview.
And Snow Canyon trying to get running there. Excuse me, we have Claire Fisher in the starting lineup for the Skyview Bobcats.
Yeah, she's really, really good.
Here she is right now, pulling the three. Off the side and an offensive board. The kick out, Eskelson cleans it up off the glass and a whistle. That's going to go against Joey Jensen. That's going to send Eskelson to the line.
First team foul, Eskelson to the line.
Eskelson rocking the pink shoes, which I got to say I'm a fan of. I'm always a fan of anybody who brings in the colorful kicks. As she makes it the first, gets us the first points of the game here.
Yeah, we got our shoe guy coming onto a headset right now. He'll tell us if those are the Kobe's or the KD's. Or
he knows.
Yeah.
Gonna need my glasses for that one.
the hot pinks.
These look like the wrong glasses.
Paulie should know what shoes the pink ones are.
She's got some Nikes going.
Yeah. They look like either the Sabrinas or the GT Cuts.
They might be the Ionescu's, yes.
Yeah, I think those are the Sabrinas. Hot pink.
Three on the way, miss, and a rebound kicked out, and Olivia Hamlin will control here for the Warriors.
We know Hamlin's rocking the Kobe's, the Protros.
Drive down the baseline, puts up the shot over the defense. No, rebound by Skyview. And Eskelson will bring the ball up again. Quick 1-0 ball game now. Through the first minute's play. Eskelson brings it to the left side, looking up top. Fisher stops and pops. No, off the mark. Here's Hamlin. She's pushing.
That's what she does.
Going through the defense. No, gets her own rebound. Still not there. A couple block shots. And Skyview gets control of it again. Looking up court. Fisher. Slow it down and reset.
Olivia Hamlin leading scorer in girls basketball in the state at 29.2 points per game, but Kelly Howard right around 8 points a game, and Joey Jensen almost 12 points a game. Andrews has come on, and then they got this freshman, Kate, and there's another bucket for the Bobcats to push it up to 3-0. That's really, really going to be their future.
It really is, absolutely. Hamlin over to Jensen. Jensen on the drive with the left hand. Blocked from behind by Fisher.
And Fallon Randall is that freshman. We'll see her off the bench. But, man, she had a great performance yesterday, didn't she?
She did indeed.
I think 13 points.
Absolutely. Stolen away, Jensen. And a foul. That's going to go against number 21 for the Bobcats, Molly Allen.
And are you concerned if you're Sue Hoskins? Snow Canyon hasn't scored here 2 minutes and 15 seconds into the game. Probably not yet, but kind of a little bit of an alarm going off, but no panic button.
Skyview does give troubles, though. They have a really good length team as the corner three's up and no good from Kelly Howard.
Yeah, you got the adjustment period, right? You got to settle in the nerves of playing in this gym in the semifinals.
Andrews brings in the rebound off the missed shot there. Blocked away. Fisher's there to clean it up after the blocked shot from Molly Allen.
And it looks like they're just forcing it a little bit too much. They haven't quite settled in, being, just a little too much of the quick shooting. Their tendency is to press, move quick, disrupt on defense that spills into their transition offense. And right now it just looks like they're just trying to do it all in a quick manner. And in a game like this, you just got to settle in. Of course, it's hard though, Caden, when you the night before you play the second to the last game of the night and then you're turning around playing at 4 o'clock the next day. That's a quick turnaround.
First free throw is good, brought to you by Fabulous Freddy's. Second is up and hard off the back of the rim. Rebound goes to Olivia Hamlin. And it's going to be out of bounds off of Hamlin. Stay down with the Bobcats.
And I like the intensity from Skyview right now. But look, to Ben's point, 67.5 points a game. Doesn't matter if you get there early or late, but if they can get around that 65 range, close to their average, you feel like that's a good number, and it's going to be tough for Skyview to outscore them in a track meet type game. But right now the pace is in Skyview's favor.
Well, remember last night they even got to a little bit of a slow start last night, and then they just turned on the afterburners, and that suddenly it went from a 12-point game to a 30-point game.
Jaylee Andrews with the block shot. Here come the Warriors. Hamlin pushing it up court. Jensen kicks it to Howard. Howard on the drive and a whistle.
See, I like this because 2 minutes in, they were just letting those fly. Now they realize, hey, let's just see the basket go through the hoop, and now they're penetrating, trying to get something easy, almost draw a free throw right there.
You're right, and because Kelly had taken those threes, one blocked and one just barely rimmed off, they're closing out hard, so she's got a little advantage there on that quick dribble drive.
Howard.
And she draws the foul.
Over to Hamlin. Hamlin will pull the deep three off the mark. Tipped out. Rebounded by Jensen. Jensen trying to find somewhere to go. She travels with it.
And give the Bobcats, their defense has been really solid right now. It's not just a Snow Canyon problem. Their defense has been pressure and contesting and sealing out and getting those rebounds so that they don't get extra possessions. But this is where they're at their best right here as Hamlin gets the steal.
Hamlin puts up the shot off the glass. No. Tipped out of bounds. It'll stay down with the Warriors. Still scoreless for the Warriors halfway through the first quarter.
Yeah, need to get the lid off, right? And that's the player you want to do it. Livy kind of caught in between backboard and no backboard there. Like, was she trying to bank it? Was she trying to hit it clean over the middle of the rim? I'm not sure. Kind of no man's land there. I would have liked her seen her use the backboard there and just try to bank that in. She was on that right low block angle.
Andrews tries to kick out. It's deflected, but Hamlin's there to clean it up. A whistle. What do we got?
Looks like it's going to be a foul there. And this Bobcat zone is really effective at that rotational transition on defense, where if you get by your guy, they come right at you, as we see just a little bit of a foul there. But they've done a great job so far of getting that next layer of penetration and someone stepping up and being there to help.
Trying to break through the zone defense set up by Skyview. Hamlin cross court to Howard. Now Hamlin again from the side. No. Rebounded by Eskelson.
And everything just looks a little quick right now. And give credit to this Bobcat defense. They've been forcing them into uncomfortable spots.
Yeah, right now, Snow Canyon, 0 of 11.
Yeah, haven't hit a shot right now, and Liv's 0 for 6. So
we got a 3-on-1 here. Selfless pass over to Joey Jensen for the first bucket from the Warriors.
Get that lid off, see it through. Good helper there. Hamlin with the steal already. She's got 3 rebounds, and Joey Jensen with the first points for SC.
Fisher, spin move to the basket.
That's an incredible spin move there for Jensen. You don't see that a lot in girls basketball. That one had some real flair to it.
Well, Claire Fisher averages 16.9.
And here she is again, stealing it away.
For her height, her dribble, her form, good.
And a little bit of Snow Canyon's own medicine right there against him. Getting that this zone, they're extending almost a half court a little bit here and being very disruptive with it.
8-2 Bobcats lead.
Snow Canyon really hasn't trailed much all year long. And down 6 here in the semifinals. It's a spot we haven't seen them in often at all with a 25-0 record.
That's right. Andrews gets fouled down low by Molly Allen.
Are you surprised Coach Hoskins hasn't went deeper to the bench? Here she goes. She's going to bring in.
She heard you, Dev.
Here comes the freshman. Comes Fallon.
Yeah, Fallon Randall put in some good minutes yesterday, as you mentioned earlier as well.
I was very impressed, and Coach Sue Hoskins seen her grow up, and she doesn't even have her driver's license. She's gonna be the future star here at Snow Canyon, but the future was yesterday. I mean, she was doing it in hustle plays, scoring, rebounding, assists. She was kind of just a little stat stuff for performance there, and it was kind of a coming out party for the freshman.
Yeah, absolutely. First free throw is good. Second free throw on the way here from Jaylee Andrews, and that one is not there off the mark, but we got ourselves a jump ball, I believe. We do, and that's possession to Skyview.
I think you'll see Snow Canyon settle in here. They're going to extend their press to half court, three-quarter court. And that's what fuels this Snow Canyon team, is creating turnovers and getting easy baskets. And right now it's been a little bit difficult as they almost get a steal there.
It's Randall who just checked into the game that's going to draw the foul.
I don't see any panic, though, from the Snow Canyon team. You know, they get everybody's best, certainly, in the games that they've played this year.
Eskilson set to inbound from the baseline. Gets it all the way up to Fisher. 2 minutes to go here in the first quarter. Up top with it. Beckstrom was checked into this game. And another whistle.
Quick foul there, yeah.
Or excuse me, not Beckstrom.
Okay.
That's going to be on Randall.
Okay, yeah. So again to inbound will be Maya Eskilson. Her brother and I, roommates.
Oh, wow, really?
Back in the day.
Long on there. Livy Ham, she just seems to be around the ball so often. Euro step with the finish.
And gets the finish.
Finally gets it.
Sensational. That's her go-to move, right?
Absolutely. First bucket of the game there for Liv Hamlin.
Just so smooth. You know, needed to average 30 a game in the 3 games up here at SUU to become the state's all-time leading scorer. She had 19 yesterday.
And Fisher now with 7.
And that was a beautiful shot. You saw that high arc rotation. It looked good the second left her hand.
Cross-court pass, Hamlin. Looking to the other side to Howard. She'll take the shot. Those were dropping for Snow Canyon. As another one goes up from Hamlin. That one rattles no good. Another offensive board, and Hamlin controls it again. Into the corner to Randall. Back up top, Hamlin. 55 seconds to play here in the first.
One of the hardest things to do is rebound out of a zone. They've gotten 2 offensive rebounds, a couple of another second chance opportunities.
Hamlin again on the quick 3. No, hard off the back of the rim. Too many missed shots here from Snow Canyon in the first quarter. They got to try to get back to that average to try to stay in this one here. Good passing leads to the bucket from Caitlin Schumann. Corner 3, Randall hits.
And a much-needed basket, really. And hard to believe. If you'd have told me that Snow Canyon was going to have 8 first-quarter points, I'd say they were going to be down 15 or 20.
On the other side, Fisher, that's off the mark. It'll stay down here with just 4.3 left on the clock.
I think she thought she had less time there, guys. I mean, she shot that with, what, 5-6?
I think you're right, yeah.
And I think she kind of looked at the clock like, oh, I shot that too soon. I think she could have got a better shot, you know, going attack mode there. Pump fake the 3 and drive.
Final shot at the buzzer, blocked away. Hamlin looking at the official saying, no whistle? Felt like there might have been some contact there, but she, of course, does not get her way. So that's the end of the first quarter. Looking to see if we can get a replay of that last little bit.
There was some contact there, but did they get ball or not? Oh, we missed it.
Oh, we missed. Nope. Yeah, just missed it off the camera there. But that will take us into the second quarter, 13-8, as we head into the second here with KSLSports.com and the Fan Sports Network.
Need an appliance or two? AWP's got you. Check out the remodeled expansive showroom, highlighting the Cafe series with colors like matte black, matte white, and modern glass. Make your kitchen stand out. Come see the local boys at AWP across the freeway from the Bloomington Walmart.
Welcome to the Back Nine. We bring the world's best courses to you. Elevate your game at any time with 24/7 access to top-tier golf technology and expert PGA instructors available. Back Nine Golf is a place to improve your swing for all ages. Join us today.
Best Friends Animal Sanctuary in Kanab is open daily for free family fun. Take a tour, volunteer, hike a trail, or bring home a new best friend. Visit Best Friends today for magical memories that'll last forever.
Back at it here, second quarter of action. The Warriors have been held to probably one of their lowest scoring quarters of the season with only 8 points. The Bobcats.
I'm checking on that.
Check on that, please. Yeah, the Bobcats had an amazing first quarter there with their defense. That zone defensive pressure has been really
effective.
an Achilles heel for the Warriors. Very effective.
Yeah, and the crazy thing is they're only down 5. So you got to be a little bit concerned, but not too concerned because you're still in this thing. And here's the thing with the zone, right? You're going to get open looks. And sometimes you get such open looks that when they don't fall, you feel a little more pressure and it starts to build. You know, I think about 4 or 5 years ago, that Houston team with James Harden on it, where I think they missed 27 consecutive threes. And
That's right, I remember that.
You could almost feel like the next guy to shoot, it just felt like there was more and more pressure. And so if they can just get a shot to fall, then it puts more pressure on this Bobcat team. But right now they've done a great job, as we see Hamlin with a floater right at the WAC logo.
And I like that. Get to the middle of the floor.
Absolutely.
Nobody can keep her in front, right? She attacks, get to the middle, and nobody can hit the runner with the touch like Livy Hamlin. That's why Nebraska wants her to come play for them at the next level.
Eskelsen, corner three on the way. No, off the mark. Tipped and rebounded by Kelly Howard. Here come the Warriors, down by 3.
I like the idea of Howard bringing it up and putting Hamlin in the high post a little bit. Let her create a little bit out of that middle of the court.
Looking inside, Andrews. The contact creates a jump ball.
It's going to go the other way to Bobcats. And they've done a great job. I mean, again, you don't get to the Final Four of high school basketball on accident. This is a good team. They're well coached. They've got talent. We've seen a couple of fantastic moves, very athletic moves. Ooh. And that is a moving screen for sure.
It's going to head it the other way. You're just going to give it an offensive foul.
One of the hardest things to do is to stay solid. You know, you want to try and help out, and that's why a guard, you have to run off shoulder to shoulder, set them up before you actually come into the ball screen.
Fanua looking inside, swings around the perimeter instead. Into the corner is Hamlin. Fanua now to Howard. 16 on the shot clock for the Warriors. Jensen inside, Andrews can't hold on to it, but is able to recover. 3 on the way from Hamlin. Yes, finally they're able to hit that three-point shot.
And Devin called it, right? It was that floater in the middle, seeing the basket go through, that kind of sets up that confidence for the next shot.
So now Fallon Randall has hit one and Olivia Hamlin has hit one. They've only had a couple. Is this one stolen away? Here's Hamlin on the fast break. That's good, and that will give him the lead, 15-13.
And right now, I'd go back to Miss Fisher, Claire Fisher. She's going to Northwest Nazarene. She's a next-level player. She averages 16.9 a game. She's off to a good start. You got to find
another
turnover.
The turnover machine of Snow Canyon has been what's driven this team for the last 2 or 3 years.
Well, and this is tough right now because you've got Fisher on the bench, or excuse me, not on the bench, but you've got Fisher that's just kind of gone a little cold. Here's Howard hits another one.
And this is what happens.
They need to be able to work through her a little more as these timeouts.
I think you're right. And I think they'll probably draw something up for that. But this is what happens in that zone is, you know, you don't make them. A couple go in, and then that momentum swings back the other way where you feel like everything's going to go in because you're getting open shots.
We'll take a quick break here. 18-13, Snow Canyon leads with the Fan Sports Network at KSLSports.com.
Create your own relaxing, comfortable space. Boulevard Home offers the guaranteed best prices on furniture, appliances, mattresses, and more. And buy with no interest financing. Shop Boulevard Home, because home is who we are.
Back at it after a short break. I want to thank Boulevard Home that have been the Fan Sports Network's title sponsor all year long. They've been phenomenal for us and great for our local sports.
Look at this. I mean, Skyview was 5 of 7 to start the game, and then they've cooled off. They're now 5 of 12, shooting 41%. Still a good number from the field, but only 1 of 5, 20% from the three-point line. Meanwhile, remember Snow Canyon starting the game 0 for 11. All of a sudden, you look up, and they're 7 out of their last 10. They're starting to heat up. They're now 7 of 21 in this game. They've hit 3 triples, and you blink, and Livy Hamlin has 10 minutes on the floor, 4 of 12 shooting, and 9 points. The state's leading scorer is starting to catch fire.
Dev, where are we on her career scoring?
She needed 90 exactly. She had 19 yesterday, so she's got to make up 11. So she scored 41 today. She'd need 30 tomorrow to become the all-time leading scorer.
That's a lot.
That's a lot. It gets tougher because teams are scouting to stop her, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
But to even be that close is insane.
Right.
It's pretty cool.
2,645 is the record, and she's closing in.
I got to 1,000, and it felt like I had to score a ton. I can't imagine nearing 3,000 points in high school.
Well, and Livy was above her years in skill level as a freshman.
Still, so many points.
Yeah.
Here's Fisher. That's the person they want to get going for Skyview. She's been able to extend the floor already, hitting 1-3.
I like
leading
Fisher's game
7.
a lot.
Here she is on the spin move against Andrews. The kick out. Eskelson 3. No, off the mark, and rebounded by Fanua.
And you can feel that pressure has swung back the other way now in this zone where they're missing some open threes. And
in transition, no.
Yeah, Hamlin's going to let it check there.
Right on line, just a little too strong. We saw so many shots yesterday. You like to see that it's long, though. That means you're kind of getting used to the dimensions here at the America First Event Center.
Yeah, I'll bet we saw 9 or 10 air balls just on the boys' side in those first quarterfinal games.
We saw mid-range jumpers where form, everything looked good, and they were just barely touching the front of the rim. Yeah, it was crazy. We saw a little bit of everything yesterday. Some good, some bad, some ugly. I mean, I talked to Coach Jinks after the Ridgeline girls game. I said, how is Pinocchi doing? He's got surgery right now. He's probably in surgery. Had it starting at 3 o'clock today.
And
so
is that up in Salt Lake?
I didn't specify, but 3 o'clock. So again, with that broken leg yesterday, the Ridgeline combo guard, we're wishing him the best.
Good pass down low, but maybe an even better block. Fisher cleans that one up and hands off to Eskelson.
Fisher's solid on defense as well.
Yeah, next level kid, that's for sure.
Stop and pop, Maya Eskelson, no. Rebound, Hamlin.
And Fisher wanted to go tap that, but she didn't want to get an offensive foul called on her over the back.
Hamlin's moving quick, gets her own rebound, saw the miss coming and cleans
it up. Like a blur. Am I watching a Disney movie? That's Miss Incredible there?
Hey, you know what? She can score it, she can pass it, but her rebounding out of the guard position is really what impresses me.
She's sitting with 11 as well.
11.6 rebounds to your point, Ben.
Yeah, 6 boards in the first half. I mean, they got to get.
Misplaced pass there. It's going to lead to a double dribble.
Confusion, just miscommunication, guys.
And I'd like to see Fisher maybe just a little post-up action. I know Snow Canyon gets in that little zone trap, but see if you can get her a couple of touches where she gets some isolation. She's so skilled. Her footwork is so good that if they can get her in some isolated positions, I think she could have a little more success.
You know, that 10-0 run that the Warriors went on to start this quarter has really changed the dynamic of this game, and now Skyview feels like they're just a little uncertain, a little tentative, and Snow Canyon feels like they're gaining confidence right now. It's interesting, the game of momentum within the game of basketball. I don't know if that's a basketball rule, but it's certainly a factor when Uncle Mo comes into the building.
Absolutely.
Uncle Mo, huh?
Everybody's got an Uncle Mo.
Well, I know Uncle Jeff.
Uncle Momentum. He's a fiction of my imagination.
See, I love this high post feed there.
Looking for Andrews down low, tipped away.
Skyview needs a bucket here, guys. Down 7.
They do. Here's Fisher. That's the person trying to get it for you. He has to save it from going out of bounds. Jensen's there to take it. Hamlin's up court. Doesn't see her. She's going to take it herself. There's Hamlin. No. And stripped away. The power from Molly Allen to bring that one in.
I think if Joey gives that up earlier, Hamlin probably gives it back to her.
A little give and give.
It was still a good pass by Joey Jensen, though. That's one Livy 90% of the time will finish.
Fisher open for 3. No, but that's the person they need to get the ball to. She has had the hot hand earlier.
She's now 3 out of 8 from the floor.
Randall is able to stop the kick out. Jensen back to Randall. Puts up a runner, no good. Rebounded by Allen.
And that's a shot where you just have to jump stop and kick it to the far side. You've done your job. Find the best player or one of the top 2 players in the state.
And guys, I can't tell if it's good defense right now or it's just helter-skelter. I feel like everybody needs to take a breath and just kind of value the basketball and slow it down just a little bit.
Yeah, and I give credit there as we see the 3 by Fisher go along again. I give credit to this Bobcat defense.
And a carry is the call.
I'd love to see that again.
Going to see if we can get that on our Holbrook Asphalt replay.
Yeah, you don't see the carry called much at any level anymore. She palmed it.
A little hesitation there.
But you see it all day. You see it all day. But if you call it consistent, if he's going to call it, you got to call it all night, right, Ben?
Yeah.
Yeah, slippery slope. It always is. If you call that, it's like, the hand check and things like that. If you call it once, you got to call it the whole night.
On the right-hand side, it's McKay, kick out Missed opportunity there. Jensen's able to bring it in. Outlet up court. Howard's there. Some pressure, but she gets it to go off the glass.
And I think she's an underrated player. I mean, she's going to Carroll College out in Montana, and she's a next level player. Gets kind of lost in Livy's shadow a little bit, but and these two are best friends, Kelly Howard and Olivia Hamlin, and they really complement each other.
Pass up from Jensen's a little too far on the lead out.
I like the court vision. It was there.
I like the attempt.
Maybe a bounce pass, a little bit of a bounce pass to allow them to kind of catch up to it, but she has such great court vision.
The stats you asked me to check on?
Yeah.
Snow Canyon's 15% shooting in the first quarter, season low, and 8 points in the first quarter, season low.
There you go.
Credit to Skyview.
Credit to Skyview's defense.
Yeah,
absolutely.
They've been solid and disruptive. But again, I think you got to get the ball to Fisher here. She's trying to post up hard there in the high post. And there's the still queen of Utah right there.
And gets another one. 13 points now for Olivia Hamlin.
8 rebounds, 3 assists. She's filling up the stat sheet right now, guys.
12 points off turnovers now. Livy with 2 steals, 8 rebounds, and now 13 points.
Slipped away there. Fisher's getting ready to check back into the game after a well-needed break.
Fisher back in for the Bobcats.
I want to see what they do here on a baseline play. A lot of times these baseline plays can be what a team needs. You know, you run these in practice every single day to try to get yourself easier buckets, as it's going to be thrown away instead in a kick.
Guys, Coach Vanessa Hall of Skyview can't be happy. The turnovers piling up, 9 turnovers now. And actually, you know, it's still single digits right now, but it's still too many. And again, I pointed out those points off turnovers, 12 points off turnovers right now. And you look at the margin, 24-13, 11-point lead.
Well, in a 16-0
run.
Third quarter here.
Second.
16 for Snow Canyon, nothing for the Bobcats.
I was just going to say they've not scored in the second quarter.
Yeah, and we got 24 seconds left.
13-8 after 1. And so they're going to go to chance to go to the line here and at least stop that momentum, as we'll send Devin down to see if we can get a little first half analysis from the coaching staff.
Well, that breaks the cap on the third quarter scoring at least, so you got to be happy about that.
Kind of hard to believe. You know, look, you want to say great job defensively from Snow Canyon. They speed everybody up with their press and their trap. But Skyview looks like they just kind of missing some open shots and kind of just not being as patient as they were in that first quarter. But they did stop that now. It's only a 9-point game there. Snow Canyon's going to take the last shot, though, Caden.
Fallon Randall controls it, swings it to Howard. 10 seconds on the clock. Howard will go back up top to Randall. She'll drive it inside with 5 seconds, loses a handle on it. It is picked up by the Bobcats. And they won't play for a final shot. They'll let it go to the half. So at the half again, 24-15, Snow Canyon leads.
This is what I love to see. Her teammates came and all patted her on the back and said, hey, shake it off, shake it off. That's a freshman mistake.
Sure.
She's going to be a great player, and you love to see, well, that's what the chemistry that they've got, is we're seeing if we can get Devin down there on the sideline. But a great kind of comeback there as Snow Canyon. Boy, what did they score there? We were 8 in the 16-point, 16-0 run. And we're going to send it down to Devin here in just a minute.
Yeah, Devin's with Coach Hoskins. I don't know if I got Devin's mic. We would be with Devin, but his mic's off. He's got to turn it on.
Well, maybe we can get some lip readers here.
Someone who can tell us what she's saying. Yeah, maybe he's trying to let him know that, well, he said back to you guys. I got that part.
Okay, we got back to you.
His mic was off, apparently, so I don't know if we had a dead battery situation or what, but we'll have to ask him what Coach Hoskins said when he comes back up here, and we'll get to it in the Great Harvest Bread Company halftime show, which is going to be coming up next. Snow Canyon leads again, 24-15. We'll give you our comments from the first half when we return here on KSLSports.com and the Fan Sports Network.
Bear River Animal Hospital takes care of large and small animals, providing pediatric care all the way up to senior pets. They deliver high-quality vet services with their dedicated team. Stop by their location in Tremonton. They also have a location in Elwood coming soon. Central Milling is the farmer, the miller, and the baker working to preserve American farmland for tomorrow while preserving the highest quality of flour and grains to the bakers of today. Select the best products for your family by using Central Milling Company.
Cache Valley Bank is dedicated to fostering local businesses, aiding financial growth, and building strong relationships. From personal to business banking, we are committed to helping you reach your financial goals. Cache Valley Bank, mountains await.
Bear River Floral and Gifts has something for everyone. Whether you're getting flowers for that special someone or a gift to brighten someone's day, they have plenty of options for you to choose from. Their floral designers have the expertise to create something breathtaking. Stop by their shop on Main Street today. Let GBI help you get your project completed on time and on budget. If you're looking for work, join GBI's team for a great work environment, competitive pay, and benefits. For all your project needs, shop at Greer's Hardware, happily serving the community since 1976.
Back at it inside of our Great Harvest Bread Company halftime show. Snow Canyon Warriors, they lead over the Skyview Bobcats 24-15. Want to thank Great Harvest Bread Company for our halftime show sponsorship, where you can get a healthy lunch that everyone will love with delicious made-from-scratch lunches that are also delivered right to you. Ben, first half. Snow Canyon couldn't get it done in the first quarter, but they did everything in the second.
Yeah, the second quarter they go on a 16-2 run. And if you look at the percentages, not great for either of these teams. Is 34% from the field for Snow Canyon, just 25, 3 of 12 from the three-point line. And Skyview, not much better, 27% and 11%, 1 of 9. And both teams shooting under 60% from the foul line. But here's probably the difference maker, right, is they were able to come back there pretty much even on the turnovers, but it's the points in the paint, 12-6, right? So in a 9-point game, there's 6 of them. And then the biggest was the points off turnovers, 10-2 for Snow Canyon versus Skyview. And so you look at that, and that really is the big difference right there, is that points in the paint. And that's really where Snow Canyon got back into the game. And it was ability, they kept shooting the three, and then they finally said, okay, let's get down into the paint and steady the ship. And they did that. And then they were able to execute in the fast break off of those turnovers. But to me, I think, the second half for Skyview, they've got to really work through Fisher, get her more involved, get her on some of her spots that she likes, get her creating and being a playmaker. And then for Snow Canyon, it's just more of the same, right? You're now in control of the game. Put your foot on the gas and see if you can push this out early in this third quarter and take care of business as the higher seed.
Well, one thing to look at here as well for Skyview, they were 45% from field goal in the first quarter, 5 of 11 to get them their 13 points. In the second quarter, 0 for 7.
Yeah.
So not even a lot of shot opportunities, let alone shots that are going in. There just weren't the opportunities, and that's just a testament to Snow Canyon's defense there.
Yeah, only 2 points off of a free throw.
Free throws, right? Yeah. But we know that they can get it going. They're not one of the Final Four teams here for just a fluke, right? They're here for a reason. This is a team that can get it done. They have some length. The thing with Snow Canyon, the Snow Canyon also has some length, so they probably haven't always seen that. I know that they're in the same region as Ridgeline, and Ridgeline's a tough team, so they know what it's like to face that tough competition. You just got to kind of put it into practice again here against Snow Canyon and do your best in the second half coming up and try to get some of your scorers going. We've seen Maya Eskelson put up a few three-pointers that just haven't gone her way, but she's getting open looks. You're seeing Claire Fisher, who had a really good first quarter, got her 7 points, but has been really quiet since then. She needs to get going again here in this second half.
And she really is an outstanding playmaker. Obviously, she's going to play at the next level. And so, like I said, whether they find her at the high post and let her turn around and kind of wheel and deal, or if they give her a little bit of space on some penetration and kicks to the weak side. But they've got to find ways, as we're seeing some Livy Hamlin highlights here, to get her into more scoring opportunities, because she's going to have, I think, 15, 16 points here in the second half.
Yeah, that's absolutely something we're going to have to.
Looks like Devin Dixon's going to catch up here with the Skyview staff.
Yeah, looking to see if we could get Skyview coach. We'll see if we can get Snow Canyon's coach with Coach Hoskins. Get a few of these coaches' comments as we head into the second half here, coming up in just a little bit. So we'll keep you locked in right here as we'll see if we can figure out any updates from them and what their locker room talk was. And that's always an important thing here is the second half opportunity. Second half changes from halftime. Let's go down to Devin Dixon with Coach.
Great start. I mean, you hold them to a season low in points and shooting 15%. And then what changed for you guys?
Well, we had some turnovers in that second. They're such a good transition team, and that hurt us. And then, we started settling for some shots. I want us to work it inside a little bit more. But, I mean, Snow Canyon's a great team. So we got to come out strong in this third quarter.
Claire Fisher, do you want her to keep shooting the rock?
Yeah, she's been a great player for us all year. We obviously want to distribute. They're keying in on her. So we just got to she's got to let the game come to her. If the shot's there, take it. If not, dish and get it back.
Was it a more focused, quiet locker room? Was it raw? Were you kind of getting after it, trying to pump them up?
Our girls know what they need to do. We made some adjustments. We got to see if it carries over to the third quarter.
Good luck, Coach. Thanks for the time. Coach Hall, back to you guys.
Coach Vanessa Hall there, catching up with Devin Dixon and talking about that second half adjustment.
Hey, I like exactly what she said. We've seen a lot of these interviews with these coaches throughout the year, halftime, after games, but I thought she hit the nail on the head. She said, hey, look, they know what they need to do. We talked about it. We made some adjustments. Claire's got to be patient. And, she gave a lot of credit to Snow Canyon. I think they'll come out and have a more spirited third quarter.
Absolutely. So with that, we have just a minute to go. We're going to step aside, take a quick break. When we come back, third quarter. It's the second half of action here with the Fan Sports Network crew and KSLSports.com. Snow Canyon leads 24-15 heading into the second.
The Grill restaurant has plenty of options for the whole family. Check out their new menu items for a lunch date or dinner celebration. They have a lot of new products including entrees, sandwiches, rice bowls, and desserts. They even have additional sides to up your meal choices. Let the Grill help you plan what's for dinner.
Kent's is your one-stop shop for fresh produce, bakery items, deli, and meat. Stop by today for fast, friendly service.
Miller Medical is ready to care for clients with full services for family medical. Be sure to schedule your yearly checkup to help you find out where you stand with your health. They can even help with weight loss and hormone therapy. Let Miller Medical take care of all your healthcare needs.
Snow Canyon starting with the ball to start the second half, and Jensen and Hamlin will be the inbounders. Again, 24-15 to start the second half. Snow Canyon leads. They're looking to continue to capitalize off of the dominant second quarter. But Skyview hoping that their adjustments at halftime will keep them in this one. Just a 9-point lead. Mid-range jumper. It's good for Fanua.
That's a big bonus if you can get that bucket early. Remember how long it took them to score in the first half? And right on cue, she comes out, knocks down a mid-range jumper.
And a good block there by Jensen. Outlet up to Hamlin. Hamlin with the one-on-one. Easy sidestep to the right for the lay-in.
Her footwork, phenomenal. It's just such a subtle move, but it just gives her enough space to easily score the bucket. Livy's got 15.
Pass inside, backing up against Howard. Shot goes up, no good. Howard with the rebound.
Man, Allen with a good move there. I mean, everything was perfect, just didn't finish.
On the drive to the other side, it's Howard off the glass, no good. Tipped and brought in by Fisher. Fisher will get it to Eskelson.
Coach Vanessa Hall, fun to talk to her. She's done such a great job, and You know, not a rah-rah, you know, fire them up, just more adjustments. And matter of fact, it sounded like there at the break. And really interested to see how this first 4 minute goes for the Bobcats.
Looking inside, nothing there. Kick out to Eskelson. Back inside, here's Allen. Spin move, couldn't get that one to go either.
And a great look there. I mean, you get right deep in the paint there, and nice opportunity to get a 2 points to stop this run here, as it's now a 20-2 run heading into the second to third quarter.
Set call from Coach Hoskins. She whistled to get their attention. Livy goes and gets the ball.
A little double high ball screen. You're going to have the back person slip and then post up. It's a great play. A lot of teams run it at every level.
Shot goes up, no good. Rebounded by Allen.
Everything perfect, but finishing there. Warriors, you know, still shooting 36%, 12 of 33 now in this game.
Allen puts up the shot. That's no good. Rebounded by Andrews. And Hamlin will push the tempo. Finds Jensen over to Howard. They couldn't get it to go.
And maybe just one too many passes there. I think Howard probably could have just laid that up. I'm sorry, Jensen probably could have laid that up. But I like the unselfish play. The Snow Canyon team for the last 2 or 3 years that I've watched has certainly been one of the more unselfish teams in high school basketball.
Eskelson brings it down, and they'll keep things at a slower pace on the Skyview offensive side. Allen dumps it off. Shot goes up, and it's good for Caitlin Schulman.
And that's exactly what they needed, is see the basket go through the hoop and see if they can put a little more pressure on the Snow Canyon team and create some more of those turnovers that plagued them early in the game.
Hamlin dribbles to the right side, coming off a pick, looking cross court to Howard. Howard in the corner, through the pressure, and a foul on the reach in, going to go against Fisher.
And I think Fisher might have a case there. That's one of those ones that, you know, there's so many times that it looks like a foul, but you can kind of see how the ball reacts when someone steals it. You know, if it kind of spins funny or anything like that, but that's one where the ball goes straight down, you know that it's a clean strip. And Fisher needs something to go good here early. They're going to need some points from her for sure. I'd still like to see them post her up just a little bit. It's going to be a little isolation here.
Jensen will take it all the way in.
Yeah, and Joey, you know, 12 points a game, 11.8 to be exact. But, you know, plays like that, really good, fluid, nice soft touch, high percentage shot.
Into the middle to Allen. Up against Howard. Kicks out to Eskelson.
You see Fisher trying to post up there. Got to give her a little bit of space on the weak side. Great little pocket bounce pass.
Good give, and that's Molly Allen. And she's on the board now with 3.
I don't know. 11-point game. I mean, this isn't...
it's not completely out of hand.
No, I think Skyview's got to be pleased with where they're at, especially after those 2 quick buckets for Snow Canyon.
That crossover from Livy was sweet.
3 on the way, no. Shaylee Andrews is there to clean it up.
I like not just shooting that one again there for Howard.
Putting it up as Jensen. That's not there, and Andrews is there again. No, rebounded by Schumann. That's a good defensive stop there by the Bobcats.
Fisher thought about casting that one.
You know, Fisher, for her size, good ball handling, good outside shot. You just don't see that a lot. And that's definitely a huge asset for this Bobcat team. 3 on the way, Eskelson, no.
Almost looked like a bank there. I would like to see Fisher get down and rebound just a little bit more. She's so skilled.
Yeah, follow the shot through. So that's another missed opportunity. Molly Allen's able to get there, and that's going to be another foul.
A lot of contact.
A lot of contact.
Yeah, I don't know about that one. I thought she kind of dipped the shoulder. If we get another look, Dusty Allen in the truck right now, delivers right on cue. Watch the loose ball rebound, and then thought she dipped the shoulder into Joey a little bit there. I think they missed that one. Been a well officiated game other than that one. I think that's the first one I've really said, I don't know. 11-point lead, 3:32 to go. I mean, Skyview guys are just kind of within striking distance right now. A bucket here would really help get it back down to single digits.
Caitlin Wynea comes in for the Warriors, and here's Allen. On the drive inside, can't can't get it to get high enough on the rim. Riley Burnside was close there, but it's going to stay down with Skyview.
I'm watching Coach Hall, guys. She's down on the end of the bench in the baseline. She's coaching them up. She believes her kids have a comeback. Got to start here soon. And that'll
got it on the made shot.
That will help.
A great out-of-bounds play. The old screen, the screener there. Finds Allen for the easy bucket. And just a 9-point game again.
Here's Hamlin over to the side to Jensen. Jensen will dribble it back up top. 3 minutes left to play in the third quarter.
This zone defense, got to be patient.
Fanu goes inside. Not there. Andrews goes back up with it, and that's good for Jaylee Andrews.
Yeah, just the size right there of Andrews. Long arms, long legs, able to get that weak side rebound. And I love no dribble necessary there, Ben. She just goes right back up.
Yeah, keep it high, go back up. That's her 8th rebound, 3rd point of the game.
Long 2 on the way. That's no good. Rebounded by Hamlin. Here comes Livy on a 2-on-1. Dumps it off. Oh, beautiful assist over to Joey Jensen.
I love that helper. Just that little boom. Just that quick little cross-court pass. Drawing the defense just to her. Kept it long enough to really open things up in an easy bucket for JJ.
And a whistle is going to go against Jensen. Picks up her first.
Now, where do the shots come from? You want to get Eccleston going here. She hasn't hit a field goal yet. You want maybe Burnside to try to get some looks. Other than Fisher, who's got 8 shots, where does that? You need that Robin to your Batman here if you're Skyview.
It is stripped away, and it'll stay down with Skyview as it goes out of bounds in front of the Skyview bench.
And again, I'd like to see Fisher on the post here just a little bit. The length of the Snow Canyon team is difficult right now. She casts a corner 3. Great rotation on the shot. Just wasn't quite set with the feet.
Hamlin moving quick and scoops it up with the right hand for 2.
It's 1-on-2. 2 defenders back. And Livy just so smooth. Finds ways to get all the way to the rim with her speed and athleticism. She's got a game-high 17.
Fisher.
And remember, she started this game 0 for 6. She's now 8 of 19.
Good down low post move. Wasn't able to go there for Schumann.
Good move. They've had a couple opportunities here in this third quarter. Great pass by Howard.
And Andrews gets it done on the other side. Timeout taken by Coach Hoskins of Snow Canyon. 38-21. They lead over the Bobcats here with 1:23 left to play in the third. We'll take a timeout ourselves on KSLSports.com.
Rudd Funeral Home is there to serve your family in your time of need. Stop by Twisted Sugar and pick your favorite gourmet cookies. There's 18 flavors available each week, as well as cookies of the month. You can even get a specialty order of mini cookies for your favorite team or something sweet for that special person in your life. Be a smart cookie and get that sweet at Twisted Sugar.
For 20 years, Valley View Granite has offered our local community the best quality and service for their home products.
Back at it here with 1:23 left to play in the third. Timeout brought to you by Udy and Associates. Give Luke Udy a call today, as our friend Chris Nelson always says. Luke! That's becoming his trademark, I'm telling you. I love it. Give Luke Udy a call today. See what you can say.
He was voted best of Southern Utah. I use him. He's always saved me a bunch of money. He calls me and says, hey, they now got a Costco membership. You get an additional discount. Hey, what's your kid's grades? Oh, bigger discount. So if you need auto, home, or life insurance, give Luke a call.
Spin move. Fisher puts it up with the left hand. No good. Tipped out of bounds. It'll stay down with the Bobcats. I like Fisher trying to take control right there, though. That's what they need from her.
Well, she's the one player on the floor that really can create her own shot at any point in time. A lot of these other Bobcats, they need to be spotted up or within the framework of the offense. running to the hoop.
Eskelson 3, short.
And she's just off today, unfortunately, for the Bobcats. She is 0 for 7 from the field and 0 for 6 now from beyond the arc.
You know, and it's tough as well playing these back-to-back games. One thing that this tournament does is it's going to bring out the best and the worst in some moments, you know. So you might have games that are off when you're playing 2 games in a row like this.
You really need to stop in a bucket, maybe get it down to 14-15 going to the fourth to have a puncher's chance here for Skyview.
Long cross court to Howard, who will send it back up top to Fanua. Into the corner again, and 3 on the way. Hamlin hits the corner 3.
She's got 20. Creeping up on her season average after that slow start. You knew it was only a matter of time before Olivia Hammond started to heat up, and she certainly has.
Shot clock is off. 24 seconds left to play here in the third. Fisher crosses over to the left hand, kicks out Eskelson. Looking back inside to Fisher, going up against Andrews. Puts up with the left off the glass, no good. Rebounded by Fanua. Outlets to Hamlin. 10 seconds. They're going to move it quick up to Howard. No good. Hamlin's there to clean it up. Puts it back. No.
Got to shoot it.
2 seconds. You got to go.
Shoot it. They didn't see the clock.
She didn't see the clock. Nope. Afterwards, she did look up at it.
You know, Fanua's not a three-point shooter. I don't even know if she's attempted one
I don't know
this year, but she was open. She should have let it fly. She just did not see the clock.
But
still a great quarter for the Warriors.
They do have the 20-point lead as we head into the third quarter, into the fourth quarter break here on the Fan Sports Network, KSLSports.com. Thank you for joining us. We'll be back right after this.
For 20 years, Valley View Granite has offered our local community the best quality and service for their home countertops. With the addition of Marble Ventures in Ogden, Utah, our team is now able to offer the same reliable and dependable service for their showers, tub surrounds, and more. With locations from Sandy to Idaho Falls, we offer the best value without sacrificing quality for your build or remodel. Come in and see us today. Valley View Granite, enhancing places people gather.
You could wander around a warehouse store forever and never find the one thing that could make all the difference. A helpful face? Now that's something to consider. Everything your local Bucks A stands for is written on our faces. Welcoming, neighborly, knowledgeable. When you're in need of a helpful face, visit one of our 3 Southern Utah locations.
Your child's sports journey starts with the City of St. George Recreation. From their first steps on the court or field to becoming a star player, our youth sports programs are here to develop talents and teamwork skills. So get out and play. Check out all the sports and get signed up at sgcityrec.org.
Welcome back in. Fourth quarter action coming at you here on KSLSports.com. I want to thank UCCU as well as title sponsor with KSL Sports to bring you UHSAA coverage this postseason for basketball. Eskelson on the drive, finds a lane, puts it up, and is fouled by Andrews. That'll send Eskelson to the line for the second time here this afternoon.
Andrews, her second. First team foul. Eskelson at the line.
And here in the fourth quarter, down 20, chance to cut to 18, and throw the press on, get something good happening. I'd like to see that finally go down the barrel for Eskelson. And they've got it. I've got to believe they've got at least one more run in them. Second one's up and good. So down 18 now. Maybe throw some trapping action, force this Snow Canyon team into some kind of turnover or missed shot, and just chip away at this. We've seen comebacks before. My goodness, we watched that. We called that Hurricane game last night against
Ridgeline.
And an offensive foul. They're going to call it a...
And this is what you need. Couple of things to go your way. But that Hurricane Ridgeline game last night, I mean, we're still talking about it. Down 16 with 5:08. After 3:30, they held them for 7 minutes scoreless. And
in overtime.
Into overtime, they came back and won. What a great high school basketball game. We've seen some good ones all year, including in football.
Yeah, a little bit of everything.
What was it, a 9-minute scoreless drought at the end because they didn't score in the overtime session?
Well, I know that at 3 minutes and 30 seconds, it was 51. I don't know when the last time they scored 51 was, but they did not score the rest of the game, including, I think, 0 for 8 from the foul line.
By the way, our look ahead brought to you by Intermountain Sports Performance. How about the boys coming up next? First, the #1 overall seed, Green Canyon. Boy, they look good yesterday, beating Timpanogos. They get Dixie, the 4 seed, bucket up and good for the Bobcats. And then, like you mentioned, Hurricane against Payson in the nightcap. Both games live on the Fan Sports Network. Both games live on KSLSports.com.
Joey Jensen Dribbles it over to the side. Hamlin wanted to pop that one up. Said she will give some room to Jensen, who takes the corner three and hits.
JJ's got 9 now. 3 steals, 3 rebounds, 2 assists. So she's just doing a little bit of everything. Solid play from Joey Jensen.
On the drive, it's Eskelson. Some contact, no call. Body's on the floor. The 3 is on the way, and that's not there. Hamlin gets the rebound, slows it down.
McKay, you could see the shoulder shrug after she missed it. That was a good look.
Good pass inside to Jensen, who's just too far under the rim. He's able to clean it up. She'll kick out to Fanua.
Oh,
a good find again. Jensen can't get that one either. And another whistle. It's going to go against Andrews.
That Fanua, best pass I've ever seen her make. I mean, she fooled the defense.
It was a great look.
I think it caught Joey off guard a little bit. And
I mean, she looked like she was shooting it. That looked like a full-on stop and pop shot, but it did not fool anyone outside of maybe herself. I think it fooled the rest of us, though. Here's Eskelson bringing it up court for the Bobcats. 44-25, the Warriors lead.
Fanua just a sophomore too, guys. Young underclassman.
Good asset to the starting lineup for the Warriors. Kick out 3, Eskelson hits.
Finally,
she's taking a bunch.
Yeah, she was 0-7. First field goal of the game, first points of the game, and much needed for the Bobcats. And I like this timeout, right? This is where the run has to start. You're 5:54. You just got a big 3. Now you got to talk things over, and you got to ramp up the defense and hope it leads to more plays just like that.
44-28. We'll take a short break ourselves. Be back right after this with KSLSports.com.
Got a project at work or around the house? Well, think Bucks Ace Hardware. Think Bucks for all the top brands like DeWalt, Milwaukee, and Stihl. Plus, Bucks has the best sporting goods department. You've got to see their gun department. It's stocked with a great selection of guns and ammo and accessories. 2 locations at the Dino Crossing in St. George or State Street in Hurricane.
Back at it here with 5:54 left to play in this one. Winner of this game will face Ridgeline in the championships tomorrow. That game will be at 3 o'clock right here on KSLSports.com. You can tune in to that coverage with our crew here from Southern Utah University. As of right now, the Warriors are looking to punch their ticket through. Skyview has a uphill battle ahead of them if they're going to find themselves in that championship game. Here's Hamlin. From 10 feet out, short, catches her own and is blocked from behind by Fisher.
This is what blows me away. That's Hamlin's 14th rebound out of the guard position. I don't think I've ever seen that.
Fisher spins through the defense, puts it up, no good, rebounded by Jensen.
Every move is just terrific. The footwork fundamentally sound. It's just the shots are not falling for Fisher. 4 of 14 now in this game. Started really well, but you love everything about it. Just can't find the bottom of the bucket.
Kelly Howard in control, drives through the lane, puts up the floater, no good, rebounded and blocked away.
So Canyon Bench thought there was contact there on that shot attempt.
Corner 3, no. Rebounded by Jensen again.
And really this third and fourth quarter has just been a story of not making enough shots. They've had good looks. They've executed on offense. But for the Bobcats, the ball just has not gone down.
Hamlin on the drive through. And she's able to grab a whistle.
The stats right now, Ben, to your point, 10 of 40, 25% shooting for the Bobcats in the game, and only 2 of 15 from 3. What is that, 13% or so? So just not finding shots. And look, defensively, Snow Canyon's 25-0 for a reason. They do it in all the phases of the game of basketball. And it's not like they're shooting lights out. They're 37%, only 33% from the three-point line. So I like what Skyview's done, making things difficult as they can on Snow Canyon offensively, but they just haven't been able to keep up with the shooting department.
Hamlin drains the second.
And how about this stat line? 22, 6 assists, 14 rebounds.
Triple-double watch is on.
I think 5 steals.
She's at 2 steals.
2, but I think they might have missed 2. I think she's probably 4 at least.
So, on my count, I think we'll go by that one.
Should be a little higher.
There's no way she's only got 2 steals.
Eskelson underneath gets her own rebound. Kick out. Allen isn't there either. Rebound by Jensen. Jensen's brought in 3 rebounds in like the last 4 possessions down the floor. She's at 7 right now.
Shout out to the SUU students that are running the stats, though. I mean, I've showed up at state tournaments over the years where we've had no stats, so it is fantastic. We've got, they're running papers up to us. It's just, they've been a really gracious host here.
No question.
And I actually grabbed the guy bringing the stats. I said, I just want you to know, man, I really appreciate it. You guys are the best stat crew, I think. And I mean that sincerely, that I've had at a state basketball tournament. And there's been some good stat guys out there. I mean, Jed does a great job up of Viewmont.
Stolen away by Randall. Randall in the 2-on-1. Dumps it off to Howard. And Kelly Howard gets the lay-in.
My guy Brad out in Manside does a great job, and we've had the tournament out in Richfield in years past, but they have been spot on and just working hard here. So shout out to SUU.
Eskilson dribbles it into the right corner, goes up top. Burnside.
The ball movement's kind of stopped, guys. It's sticking too much. There's no movement here.
And Fisher goes inside, but it's going to be a foul against Wainia.
And it's been interesting to watch how Snow Canyon, even when they shoot it bad in that first half, and when they're not playing as crisp as they normally are, they just kind of wear you down a little bit. And they speed you up, and then then they score in bursts, right? They had that quick 16-0 run, and they've had another one to start the third quarter to push this thing to 20. And so I think tomorrow night, assuming that the rest of the 324 goes the way it's going, that we're going to see a Ridgeline Snow Canyon rematch. This is going to be a great basketball game tomorrow. 2 powerhouses.
Absolutely.
It's been a collision course since last year's state championship game. And it's the matchup everybody thought would happen, and it's the matchup that looks like it's going to happen. Saying it, thinking it, wanting it. A lot of teams have something to say about it, but it looks likely at this point, doesn't it, guys?
Definitely likely, but I will say this fourth quarter up to this point, fairly even amongst these two teams. Both have scored 7 points here in the fourth. The shooting percentage sitting very close to even. Snow Canyon's at 28 and Skyview at 25%. So we're just seeing a little bit of similar production across the two schools here.
Bernsey there can't hit that triple. She's hit one in this game, but that was another good look. Just can't find the mark.
Hamlin trying to find a way through the defense pressure. They swing it around the perimeter. Fallon Randall on the drive, tries to dump it off to Andrews and does. Back to Randall up high. Inside, Andrews with the left, no. Randall's there to clean it up. Good hustle by Fallon Randall. Hamlin gets the pass down low inside, and she's able to get it off the glass for two.
24 now for Hamlin. You know, she collects it, and then just that quick first step, Ben.
And I don't know who, she keeps looking at somebody down there on the baseline. She did a little ice in the veins, and I don't know who she's got her eye on down there, but she keeps, even on that one, she kind of turned and gave them the evil eye, as if making sure that they saw that big-time play. That's going to be her 24th point.
Probably
again, an impressive stat line, for sure.
Probably looking at her dad, Matt Hamlin, just making sure Dad's watching.
I don't know, where is Matt down there? Of course, he's...
You know he's in the building. And Aaron, I know I tease Matt that Livy got all her athletic ability from Aaron, Matt, and Matt's wife. And she played here, Ben. She was at Thunderbird. She played collegially on this floor. And Matt and Aaron met here at SUU, if I'm not mistaken. So some kind of coming full circle senior year. Here's Livy trying to win a state title where her parents met and her mom played. Her dad was a Beaver. We won't hold that against him, will we, Ben?
No, we try not to hold that against him.
Of course, Ben was a Duck and Matt was a Beaver. They've had some fun arguments over the years, and Matt's lost them all.
Let's make sure we send him a copy of that. But one of the great guys. He's certainly supported high school athletics for many years in many ways, including hours and hours of his own time to lift up and promote these young ladies and young men.
And there's stories like that, you know, across the state. I love, you know, the high school, you know, you hear about the boundaries and the move-ins, and you hear about the the F1 visas, and you hear about the negative stuff. But what about all the great stuff? How many great examples of sportsmanship have we seen in a day and a half here at Southern Utah University? I like to feed off the positive stuff here in the state of Utah. I think high school sports is thriving. We're seeing so many kids get opportunities to go play at the next level in a lot of different sports. I think athletics is rising in the state of Utah. Are we California with Florida or Texas? Probably not yet. We don't have the population for one, but we're seeing, look at Panay Sewell, for example. You look at, some of the greats that we've had now.
Look at the quarterbacks in Corner Canyon. I mean, we got Jackson Dart.
He could be a first-round draft pick in a couple months.
Hey, just from one school, you got 3 guys that are more than likely going to be NFL quarterbacks. One of them already is.
Bronson Barron, SU quarterback, I said hello to. He's in the stands here. He's got NFL thoughts on his mind. Got hurt the last couple games of the season for Coach Delane Fitzgerald here in Cedar City, but rest assured he's got one more year of eligibility, and then he'll test the draft waters, I believe.
So another foul gets called against the Warriors. 50-30 with 1:39 left to play.
Yeah, 20-point lead, and you're pretty soon here. Both coaches probably going to get some girls in the box score, just get them a little taste of the action here. Especially, Skyview doesn't have a deep bench, guys. I mean, there's only 5 players on their bench, 10 players suiting up for this game. You don't see that often. You don't know. I don't know. Skyview's I'm sure they've got more than that in the program, but that's all that's on the bench right now with Coach Vanessa Hall. Usually you want to pack 15 up here so they can taste it, and you can let those freshmen, sophomores experience it, make them hungry for the future.
Missed free throw on the first. Here comes the second. Schumann's good on number 2.
Officials timeout here for something. Blood or what?
I don't know. They're talking to Livy Hamlin about something, saying that maybe she has to.
Is it it's the knee pad there is broke, I think. Equipment malfunction, guys.
And Coach Hoskins is looking at the official saying, what's the problem?
Now, Sue Hoskins was a former official herself before she started coaching, so I don't know the nuances of that. And Coach is not happy. But look, 1:39 to go.
And I don't know what the problem is.
The volleyball knee pad slid down to her shin. That's all I can see. Something to do with that.
Yeah, she pulled it down after Coach.
She took it off now. She's taking it off.
Yeah, I think she's.
And now they're forcing her to check out. Look, game's over, guys. Livy's got 24.
Yeah, I mean, there's bigger fish to fry right now, but than whatever is going on with the knee pad. But still, it's frustrating.
What referee Ben Peterson saw there.
Guys, I want best.
Any blood.
I want best on best tomorrow. I hope Emily Skinner is able to go tomorrow.
I do too.
I want best on best. What a matchup that will be if she's able to go. Livy's had some flu too, but she's toughing it out, and Skinner just not able to. It's been hitting the whole state.
Yeah, it really has.
Saw some mid-game action yesterday where.
Good move by Kelly Howard all the way to the basket.
I think we need, prime IV in the building, just giving IVs on the spot or something.
There you go. Mid-range jumper from the baseline is good.
There you go, McKay.
Push through the defense, Joey Jensen, and will be fouled.
Liv McKay's first points of the game. Nice to get her in the box score. Bench points haven't been much really in this game, have they, guys? I mean, starter's going to play, but 3 bench points for Snow Canyon, 2. That was the first 2 for Skyview. Not really a factor in this one. And look, bench shortens in the semifinal game. Nobody's been in foul trouble.
It looked like Burnside wanted to foul again, but they didn't give her the call on it.
1 to go.
With a minute to play, currently up by 19. There's not much reason to foul here as they're going to ride this one out, and we're going to see a rematch tomorrow night.
Guys, this is what I love. Look at Livy Hamlin. She's the only player standing cheering on her teammates right now. That's what a great leader and teammate does. Livy's done for the day, right? She's 5 in the bench. She's going down to get some water now, but she was standing up, and you just love to see. She's such a great young lady. I've been really impressed. I have never seen her signing day in Nebraska. I had never seen a bigger crowd in all my years, 20-plus, covering sports in Southern Utah, as big a crowd as she drew for her signing day. And that's a testament to her as a person and a player, both.
Kelly Howard makes the first of 2 on the free throws, and the second one off the mark. Skyview controls with 45 seconds to play. Here's Eskelson. Swinging it over to Fisher. She takes the 3.
Get in there.
Not there. Rebounded by Fanua. She outlets up top to Randall, and Randall will hold. 2 seconds between the shot clock and the game clock.
And Burnside playing her final game. Eccleston her final game. Fisher and Schumann. Those are the 4 seniors for Skyview. Been a great 4 years, and a couple of them, including Fisher, going on to play at the next level. Kind of fun. We'll be interested to see how she does out of Northwest Nazarene. But it's Snow Canyon. It's Ridgeline, guys. It's the matchup that everybody thought. It goes chalk 1 versus 2.
Howard will hold, and they'll get a shot clock violation.
Yeah, but that's sportsmanship, right?
Yeah.
And look, being able to be one of the final 4 teams in the state, that's a credit to both of these programs, and Skyview cannot hang their head. They've had a great run this season. Getting to this point is no small feat, as we're going to send Devin Dixon down there with the winning coach from Snow Canyon to wrap it all up. And then we're just getting started. After this, we got 2 great games coming up. As Devin would say, chalk matchup with Green Canyon versus Dixie, and then we got a nightcap of Hurricane versus Payson.
Yeah, we have a few good games going on after this, as we now have our girls championship set up. We just said Hurricane, now that's on the mind.
Yeah.
Snow Canyon and Ridgeline will be facing head-to-head again for the second year in a row in the state championships. We'll see how they fare, either of these teams, in the next round. But of course, Devin Dixon down there ran down to see if we could get a quick interview with maybe Olivia Hamlin. Maybe we'll see if we can get Coach as well. Coach Hoskins. Looks like we got them both. So we're going to send it down to Devin Dixon.
All right, I'm here with Coach Hoskins at halftime. We had the mute on the mic. I didn't get to talk to you, Coach. I apologize, but just your thoughts on 1 versus 2. Everybody sees the bracket going chalk. You got a chance to cut down the nets.
We have been looking forward to it for 26 games now. This is our ultimate goal. It's going to be a super fun game. It's going to be the battle of the best 2 in the state. We are really looking forward to it.
You know, that slow start, a thing of the past. You guys got rolling, and Liv, I mean, the rebounds today, almost impressive than the points.
Totally. When these guys rebound and get out and run, like, that is our bread and butter. That breeds everything else in our game. And it's like letting thoroughbreds out of the shoe and just saying, go get it, go after it. They did amazing.
Thank you, Coach. Let's bring in Livy Hamlin with me here. 24, 16, and 6 dimes today. Congratulations. State title game. I know the scoring record has been something we talk about in the media and everything like that, but all along I know you've been thinking about winning state.
Yeah, I know. That's our main goal. That's what we've been working on for a couple months now, or honestly the whole year. So, and we made it. So I'm proud of our team.
Emily's sick. I know you want best on best tomorrow. You're hoping she can go, and I know you haven't been feeling good either.
Yeah, I know. I have been sick a little bit. Got a little cough. That's like freaking in my chest. But yeah, so I'm excited to play. But
hey, this is fun playing on this court where your mom played. What's those conversations been like at the Hamlin household?
I don't even know. My mom doesn't even say anything about it.
You have to ask her tonight.
I'll ask her and I'll let you know what she says.
Ask her if she messed around and almost got a triple-double.
Okay, I will. I'll ask her that.
Livy, go enjoy, get some rest. We'll see you back here tomorrow.
Thank you. Bye, guys.
All right, Livy Hamlin right there. All smiles. Back to you guys.
Thank you, Devin. Olivia Hamlin is definitely one of the bright spots that we have right now in 4A basketball. And as they kind of mentioned with Emily Skinner as well, who was out today. She was struggling through it yesterday. We want to see her back at it in full health for a good championship game tomorrow. 2 of the best in the state. Honestly, 2 of the best athletes in any sport at any level, 1 through 6A. And we're going to see them going head-to-head. What a great senior season both of them have had.
Yeah, 2 big-time Division I athletes, one going to Nebraska, the other one going to Duke. If it doesn't get much bigger than both of that. ACC, Big Ten.
Yeah.
But, look, as we just look down the stat sheet real quick, the big story tonight is the points in the paint, 32-14. And points off of turnovers pretty much stayed right where it was 10-2 at half and ended up being 12-6. But that's the big one right there. The points in the paint. Early they were casting the threes. They settled in and they pounded it down low until they got exactly what they wanted and opened up the outside. Which ended up shooting 31% from the three-point line. And now Skyview shot 18 threes and only made 2, and they made all of them in the first. Well, they made 1 in the first half and 1 in the second half. So
yeah,
just not good enough shooting there to advance onto the state championship game. But I will say this: I was impressed with that Bobcats team. Certainly a big congrats to them and everything they've achieved this year. And, it's the hardest part about this, Caden, is only one team can win when you get down to the end here.
That's right. Well, as we are wrapping up the Johnson Pediatric Dentistry post-game show, got to keep it nice and short here as we've got to continue moving along. But our Findlay Subaru star of the game, Olivia Hamlin, who was able to just put it on as she always does with her 24 points. Followed by 14 rebounds. Just a great game from her, coming off the bench as well. Fallon Randall always seems to be bringing some life to this team and to the rest of the lineup there. So that is our Jersey Mike sub of the game as well. All right, we're going to wrap it up for here. Dixie is next against Green Canyon. The number 1 team, the number 4 team here in the state, going to be going head-to-head when we return to KSLSports.com. Don't go anywhere.
Hey, was that a dumb question?